Uh, I, Shraddha Kadam from University Department of IT, welcome you all. Yesterday we have seen a different type of anchoring. Today, as an academician, we will be having a different anchoring. It is a great pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of CSI as well as IT department on the conference of Big Data Analytics. It is an opportune time to renew the contact and discuss the problem of mutual interest with expertise. Today we have with us honorable guest, chief guest Mr. Brijesh Singh, IPS, head cyber security Maharashtra Police, Government of Maharashtra. I welcome you, sir. I also welcome you all. I also welcome all the dignitaries. Sandeep Chintawar, Chairperson of CSI, Professor Gupta, Shrivar Mangai ma'am, uh, Gabriel Lim, Ajit Joshi sir, Secretary of CSI. Sir, please, and dignitaries, I request you to come on the dais. Thank you, sir. I request Sandeep Chintawar, sir, Chairperson NC CSI Mumbai chapter, to give the welcome address.
Hi, good morning everybody. I'm pretty sure many of us has made a huge efforts to come on Saturday morning here. We at CSI Mumbai chapter and Department of IT, we really appreciate you coming here and welcome to all. We have our chief guest, Mr. Brijesh Singh, IPS and IG Cyber Security. Sir, welcome to this program. This is our second day, and we have had a very good first day in cyber security and big data, and we want to continue similar events and the sessions for the rest of the day. I have here Uttam Mane sir, who is the chairman of our Mumbai chapter, Professor Gupta, Secretary Ajit Joshi, and also the man from the Department of IT. I always Shiram ma'am. And we are all, and again welcome and congratulate everyone for coming to this session. And I request to start the session from here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would request Professor Gupta to felicitate Brijesh Singh, sir. Professor Gupta sir to felicitate Uttam Mane sir. Thank you, sir. I would request Sandeep Chintawar sir to felicitate Ajit Joshi sir. Thank you, sir. I would request Mangai ma'am to felicitate Sandeep Chintawar sir. Mangai ma'am, I would also request you to felicitate Professor Gupta. Thank you, ma'am. With the rapid growing technology and cyber crimes are also reaching to the new heights. In order to keep the sensitive information private, cybersecurity also needs to be marked. I feel privileged to have such a distinguished chief guest, Mr. Brijesh Singh, among us in cybersecurity head. Is a cybersecurity head. Mr. Brijesh Singh needs no introduction as he has previously spent valuable years in criminal investigation department. Today, we are also going to award sir with CSI 2020 for Hall of Fame conquered upon Brijesh Singh by Chairman Uttam Mane sir. CSI IT 2020-2016 award for Hall of Fame conferred upon our chief guest Brijesh Singh by Chairperson Uttam Mane, CSI Chapter Mumbai. Please give a round of applause. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Brijesh Singh, to share a few words with us.
Morning. My table is already looking like a Diwali gift hamper. Okay. Talking to a mixed audience is always difficult because no presentation. So talking to a mixed audience is always difficult because it's like a conference of doctors. So somebody knows more than you, and most people know something which you don't know. But you know, this field of cybersecurity is changing every day. If you look at the events of last some months, major world happenings are centered around cybersecurity. If you look at the US elections, you see something regarding cybersecurity is happening. If you look at WikiLeaks, something regarding cybersecurity is happening. If you look at Bangladesh bank heist, you see that $1 billion were targeted. There have been Indian banks also which have faced this thing, but we are not forthcoming, we don't go out and tell. There have been larger breaches with Indian banks, but we have not gone out and told. Fortunately, they did not lose money. So we have come to a scenario where major world happenings are being determined by how well we are securing our cyber infrastructure. So after the surgical strikes, within 1.5 days, Pakistanis hacked 7,000 sites. 7,000 sites. Primary defacement kind of thing. Nobody is talking about it. So irony is that we are facing a very large problem which we don't want to talk about. It's epidemic, it's serious, it's knocking our doors, but we are not talking about it. Now, to begin with, to talk about cyber security, first of all, let's talk about what are we trying to secure. So, what are the attacks against? We have to somehow understand, as they say in cyber, the threat landscape. I think primary to that, we have to understand what are our assets, what are we trying to protect. Now, as a policeman, I look at cybercrime as a species of crime. Now, what is crime against? It's against person, it's against property, it's against society, it's against nation. Now, similar kind of attack trends you would see. If you are a normal person, you would say, what do I have to do with cybersecurity? Now you are carrying a mobile. The mobile has virtually become your life. It has become your identity. Slowly, unknown to you, the mobile device is carrying so much information about you that it can actually lock you out of yourself. Now, within last 1 year, there have been many people who have shifted to a mobile payment platform, banking apps. You must be primarily accessing email through a mobile phone, right? And the attitude in India is like this, that I was dealing with a very large data breach in which 1 crore customer records were leaked. 1 crore. If anybody wants to see the real thing, I can show you after this thing. I have it on my laptop. 1 crore phone numbers, email addresses, date of birth, so on and so forth. And the agency in question, he says, अच्छा क्या हुआ? नाम और date of birth तो गया है और email address तो गया है. What difference does it make? I said, अब क्या bank account लाके दे दूँ आपको? What do you want more? See, simple thing. Don't you use the same username and password for 4-5 accounts? You use it. Once there is a data breach, like there is a Yahoo breach which was announced, 500 million accounts of Yahoo. उसके पहले LinkedIn had a major breach. This all data is available for sale in darknet. It's available for pittance. It's not very expensive. Once you get this data, there are automatic scripts which are running and checking, and they are giving you credentials. Gone are the days when hackers would just deface and tell you that no, ये हमने झंडा लगा दिया आपके ऊपर. It's not that. Now, any serious kind of hacker, any serious kind of adversary would actually gain your credentials, sit and listen. So, have you heard of something called APT? There's something called APT. It's a kind of malware. It's Advanced Persistent Threat. Now, China has its army making APTs at a global factory scale. See, this is the new warfare. Looking at the history of humanity, what did we fight for? We fought for land. Then, people developed technologies for land, they built forts, they built cannons, this, that. Then, the technology of water came. So large naval powers like the Great Britain, they ruled the world because they could rule the seas, they could control the trade routes, they could reach with large armies across the world, which nobody could. That happened. Then people went to space, right? Now, see, compared to us, Pakistan doesn't have a single satellite, right? We are in a great position of advantage. Pakistan, for all its bravado, doesn't have a single satellite, and nobody is going to hire them with their reputation. Nobody is going to give them a satellite for hire. So tomorrow, even in conventional warfare, we would have great advantage in Pakistan. This is an advantage that technology gives you. Now, After space was breached, wherein we've really spoiled the game. We have sent a rocket to moon at the price of an auto. Right? जितना ऑटो में जाने पर किलोमीटर पैसा लगता है उतने में we spent a rocket to Mars, and now we are sending rockets for other countries. Space was breached. Now what is the next frontier? The next frontier is cyberspace. Now, how is cyberspace important? In 2004, 2006, something happened which changed the course of cyber warfare across the world. It was called Stuxnet. You must have heard about it. Stuxnet is nothing but weaponization of code. Before that, what would you think? What would a computer program do? Okay, it is going to delete my files. It is going to encrypt my files. It is going to steal my money. It was never kinetic. वो भूत कंप्यूटर में से निकल के आपको अटैक नहीं कर रहा था. It had not gone to the physical world. Now the genie is out of the bottle. With Stuxnet in 2004-2006, the genie went out of the bottle, and code was weaponized. You see, to explain Stuxnet, I would say that any system which is slightly automated or can be controlled is run by some kind of a numerical control machine. So your lift tells you that okay, if I press 5, go to 55 meters and stop. If I press 3, go to 33 meters and stop. Now somebody tinkers with this. So all these machines have been designed for functionality without thinking of security. So Stuxnet took advantage of that. Iran was developing a uranium enrichment plant in Natanz reactor. Israel and America wanted to destroy that, but they found out that it was below 25 feet of concrete. It was almost impossible to destroy it, and bombing that would have resulted in some kind of a open warfare. These guys did that with a computer program. The computer program was Stuxnet. What Stuxnet did was, in uranium enrichment facility, there were rotors, centrifuges which were rotating. Now, for 2 months, they copied the readings. So Stuxnet sat on that, they copied the readings, and for next 2 months, it started replaying the reading while changing them. So what you got was a very normal picture. All your dashboard showed very normal activity, wherein it was, let us say if I had to spin, the rotor had to spin at 3000 RPM, it was spinning at 7000, still giving the reading of 3000 RPM. Slowly, the rotor started to fail, and Iran had to abandon its uranium enrichment program. So imagine what a piece of code can do. And this code was so specific that it was specifically looking for a particular piece of a programmable logic controller of Siemens. So the whole world had Stuxnet, but it used to check, okay, Siemens this machine? No, not available? Fair enough. It finally went to the Iranian reactor. It took 1.5 years and stopped Iran's nuclear program. But see, that changed the game. After that, Iran came up with his cyber army. Syria came up with a cyber army. Russians, you don't know what they are doing. The only country which is sleeping is us. हमको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है. We are immune. हमको आके मारो, तोड़ो, कुछ करो, हमको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Because we are immune to everything. Now, Iran created a small country like Iran created a cyber army called Tar Andiran. Tar Andiran has been indicted by a US court because it virtually opened a dam in New York. It had a dam in New York. This is all available, you can check it out. Right? The US courts have also indicted Chinese army people by name. These are like court sentences. But they wear them as badges of honor. You can't go to Iran and catch the fellow. You can't issue a subpoena or a court warrant against somebody who's sitting in Iran. He's wearing it as a badge of honor. Okay, I have hacked a dam in New York. After that, this has really escalated. So the Ukrainian power plant was shut down in last December. Russian power grid was downed by hackers. Then in January they reached the Israel power corporation, I don't know, nobody's even attacking us probably. But probably with the surgical strikes and all, let me tell you that the Pakistanis are at it 24/7. And let me also tell you they are good. They are good, they are better than us. Why I am saying this is that I asked this question to somebody. A friend of mine runs a very large cyber company. So I asked him, whom do you rate as good in our part of the world? He says Pakistanis. I said, why? He says, whenever I run a hackathon or whenever I run a bounty hunting program, it's Pakistanis, Pakistanis, Pakistanis. Their cyber capabilities are very good. So, to give you another example, there is an army of Pakistanis sitting on Twitter, and for anybody who can share a cup of coffee with